Emma was a traveling nurse who had seen her fair share of strange things. Her job often required her to stay in budget hotels for weeks at a time, and she had grown accustomed to the eerie quiet and flickering lights of old hallways. But the Regency Inn was different. It was her third night at the hotel, and she was assigned room 314, a small, unremarkable room on the third floor. She liked it because it overlooked the parking lot, allowing her to feel connected to the world outside. One evening, as she settled into bed, she heard the faint sound of movement in the room next door, room 315. A muffled voice followed, low and rhythmic, as if someone was whispering a chant. Curious but hesitant, Emma placed her ear against the thin wall. The whispering stopped abruptly. Startled, she backed away. "It's probably just someone on a phone call," she muttered to herself. Yet, something about the silence felt wrong. The next morning, as Emma headed to the lobby for breakfast, she asked the receptionist, a young woman with tired eyes, about the occupant of room 315. "Oh, that room isn't booked," the receptionist said, frowning. Emma blinked. "Are you sure? I heard someone in there last night," the receptionist shrugged. "Could be the pipes. This place is old." Emma forced a smile, but unease crept into her thoughts. That night, the sounds began again. Soft footsteps, whispers, and faint tapping, like fingers drumming on a surface. This time, Emma couldn't ignore it. She grabbed her phone and decided to knock on the door of room 315. "Hello?" she called, her voice trembling. "Is someone in there?" The whispers stopped, replaced by a long, chilling silence. Just as she turned to leave, the door creaked open. Inside was darkness so absolute it felt alive. A faint shape stood in the doorway, a tall figure with a blurred, shifting outline, as if it didn't belong to this world. Emma froze, unable to speak or move. The figure leaned forward, its presence cold and oppressive. "You shouldn't have come here," it whispered in a voice that sounded like many voices speaking at once. Emma stumbled backward, her phone slipping from her hand. She ran to the lobby, her heart pounding. The receptionist looked up, startled. "What happened?" "Room 315, Emma gasped. "There's someone in there," the receptionist's face turned pale. "I told you, no one stays in that room." Emma grabbed her arm. "Then who was that?" "I saw someone." The receptionist hesitated before speaking in a hushed tone. "A man died in room 315 years ago. He was disturbed. People who stay in that room report strange things, whispers, shadows, cold spots. But it's been vacant for months." Emma didn't sleep that night. She packed her bags and left before dawn. As she drove away, she glanced at the hotel one last time. The window of room 315 was open, and the same figure stood there, watching her leave. The Regency Inn remained in her nightmares, its secrets forever haunting her.